Now, anxiety and anger and worry, those are just a couple emotions. There's a bunch of emotions that Satan can use to hijack you, like sadness. And many of you are in that boat right now. Suffering. A lot of guys are in that boat. Disappointment or loneliness, that's a huge negative emotion. Lust, shame, pride, longing, hopelessness. All of these emotions, God says, are to be expressed to Him. Instead of what? Suppressed. If you're taking notes, write this down. My emotions need to be expressed, not suppressed when they are felt. Why? Because when they are suppressed, they are made available to Satan. So that's why all God's men who are good at managing their emotions pray prayers that are like found in the Psalms. Okay? Why? Because they express emotions to God, and as we express our emotions to God, our feelings begin to change. Listen to Psalm 34, 4 and 5. Okay? I sought the Lord, and He answered me, David says. He delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to Him are radiant. Their faces are never covered in shame. Psalm 34, verses 4 and 5. I want you to notice the progression, okay? David sought the Lord, okay? Then God responds. How? He delivers David from all his fears. In other words, He changes the way he feels. How? By replacing the negative emotion of fear with himself, okay? Now, here's what a lot of Christian dudes simply don't get, okay? Write this down. A Christian is never called to cover up or hide a real emotion. I'm going to say that one more time. A Christian is never called to cover up or hide a real emotion. Why? Because it plays right into Satan's hands. Now, on the contrary, a Christian is supposed to live in truth and live in reality and experience emotions the way God created him to, both positive and negative. All right? Now, Scripture pounds this point home. I mean, think Moses expressing his insecurities to God before accepting his mission to go have a showdown with Pharaoh. Think about David in Psalm 51 after committing adultery. Think about Jeremiah blaming God for his depression in Lamentations and then remembering God and finding joy again. Okay? Think about Jesus at the death of Lazarus or Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane expressing emotions. Okay? Paul told the Corinthians to mourn and weep with those who are mourning and weeping, guys. So in a world that Jesus said is filled with troubles and trials and tribulation and suffering, every man has to have a place to bring his inner struggles and inner conflicts, or else he's going to get hijacked and start acting them out in unhealthy ways. So that's why God says to cast your emotions upon Him. God's man casts his emotions on a caring God, okay? He doesn't conceal them.